Hello, testing. There we go. Welcome back, you guys. Welcome back to the stream. Everything looks good. Volume looks good. Sound check. Tonight we are playing A Plague Tale Requiem. Dude, it's been a minute since I streamed last. I've been traveling, working. I was gone over the weekend. Went to Michigan versus Penn State game, and then that was on Saturday. Sunday I went to Pittsburgh, had to drive there, and watch the Steelers versus the Buccaneers. That was actually it was a cool city, it was a cool stadium. The game was like meh, but still like got better at the end. So it was a good game to see overall. Good trip overall. And I was exhausted when I got back here, so like I just woke up from a 4-hour nap. So, I do apologize if I sound a little groggy. Oh. There we go. I've just gotten over screaming at one football game and then screaming for 4 hours at the next. So my voice is like a little hoarse too on top of that. Before I start this game though, this is a sequel to A Plague Tale Innocence, so I really, really want to watch a quick recap here. It's like an 8-minute video on YouTube, and you're just gonna have no idea what's going on if you don't watch this. You don't have to, but it's certainly gonna help with the understanding of what the fuck's going on in this game, because this takes place a few years after the end of the first game. So they've aged a bit, and I don't know if they've gained any knowledge on what we already knew from the previous game, or is it gonna like very clearly recap it for you in the game. I'm not sure, so we're just gonna... Oh, I am not drinking tonight. I gotta turn that off. There we go. That's a lie. I drink all weekend. I'm good. I drink like Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I'm done with that. Let me pull this YouTube video up. Make sure it's like 1080. PC screen. There we go. And then I'm gonna mute myself so I won't talk during this video. But I do want to watch this.
Can you stop it?
I don't know. But he's my brother. And I would die for him.
In a year that saw great games such as Control, Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, Resident Evil 2 Remake, and more, A Plague Tale Innocence flew under the radar for many. But with the recent announcement of an upcoming sequel, this underrated gem has garnered a lot of new attention. It tells the tale of a young girl named Amicia and her brother, Hugo, who eventually wields powers to control swarms of rats plaguing 14th century France. It also features what has to be one of the most disgusting final boss battles I've ever seen. Seriously, if you hate rats, this game is definitely not for you. With A Plague Tale Requiem currently slated for a 2022 release date, let's get you caught up on the story of A Plague Tale so far.
The Robert de Rune, coat of arms.
We are his children.
Roughly 800 years before the events of A Plague Tale Innocence, an ancient curse manifested during the Justinian's plague. This curse, known as the Prima Macula, ran through the bloodlines of certain families and eventually allowed the carrier to control hordes of plague-carrying rats. In an effort to keep this information from the public, all knowledge of the macula was locked away in an ancient text known as the Sanguinis Itinera.
You are dawdling, Amicia. How will you be able to follow the lords at hunt?
Our story begins in the year 1348, where we meet a young girl named Amicia de Rune, who lived with her family in the southern French region of Aquitaine. She was the daughter of Robert de Rune, a retired noble knight who served King Philip IV during the recent war against England, and Beatrice, an accomplished alchemist. Amicia's younger brother, Hugo, was born with the Prima Macula, and her family vowed to keep it a secret, both from Amicia as well as the Inquisition, a religious organization interested in controlling the Prima Macula within Hugo's blood. One day, while hunting in the woods with her father, the family dog Leon was unexpectedly attacked and killed by a group of rats. Shocked by what happened, the two returned to their home and Amicia went to tell her mother, who was nearby tending to Hugo. Meanwhile, a dangerous knight named Nicholas and the Inquisition arrived at the de Rune estate, demanding Hugo's whereabouts. Robert refused to give up his location and was killed. Beatrice helped the children escape capture and urged them to seek out Laurentius, a fellow alchemist and the doctor who treated Hugo's condition since birth. Amicia and Hugo fled to a nearby village where unfortunately they found Laurentius on his deathbed. He told the children about the ancient curse running through Hugo's blood, and they learned that hordes of infected rats were plaguing the French countryside. With his dying words, Laurentius pleaded that Amicia protect her younger brother from the Inquisition and finish her mother's work to find a cure for the macula. No big deal. Amicia and Hugo set out for Chateau d'Ombrage with Laurentius' apprentice Lucas. Along the way, they learned that the Grand Inquisitor of France, Vitalis Benevent, was hunting Hugo with the goal of acquiring his blood, and therefore his eventual power, to naturally take over the world. It's always someone. While traveling, Amicia and Hugo were briefly captured by Inquisition soldiers, but escaped thanks to the help of two siblings named Mélie and Arthur. Unfortunately, Arthur was captured, but created a diversion that allowed the group to escape, as Hugo's condition became noticeably worse. They eventually made it to the Chateau d'Ombrage, where they took refuge.
Beautiful day for basketball.
The NBA is BACK, meaning everyone everywhere is about to go OFF.
Time for
The macula is spreading through his blood. The books say there are several thresholds.
As Hugo became sicker, Lucas explained that they were working on an elixir in hopes of slowing down the macula spread. He told of a forbidden book, known as the Sanguinis Itinera, which could hold the key to crafting the elixir. Leaving Hugo in the care of Lucas, Amicia infiltrated the dangerous university to retrieve the ancient tome, while Mélie went to rescue Arthur. Inside the university, Amicia found Vitalis was also searching for the book, and had captured a young blacksmith's son named Roderick to break open the special door that sealed it away. Amicia rescued Roderick from the Inquisition's grasp and, with his help, opened the large doorway to the basement to retrieve the Sanguinis Itinera before coming face to face with the Grand Inquisitor Vitalis himself. With the book in hand, Amicia and Roderick escaped the university and reunited with the group. Mélie returned with Arthur, who revealed that Amicia's mother Beatrice was still alive, but being held prisoner by the Inquisition. They vowed to keep it a secret from Hugo, but he overheard the entire conversation before his condition worsened further. Worried for her brother's health, Amicia and Lucas fled to the de Rune estate in hopes that they could craft the elixir using Beatrice's laboratory. Just before the two were overrun by a swarm of rats, Lucas finished the elixir and they returned to Hugo at Chateau d'Ombrage to deliver the cure.
Hugo!
Hey!
Hugo!
Where are you, kid?
Hugo!
Hugo!
The next morning, Amicia awoke to find Hugo had mysteriously disappeared. While searching for her brother, she hit her head and had a premonition that he had fled to search for their mother, winding up in the hands of the Inquisition. This turned out to be true, and Hugo's blood was taken and transferred to Vitalis, although the promise of seeing his mother in return for his cooperation turned out to be a lie. Determined to find her, Hugo made his way through the bastion and eventually found Beatrice locked away in a cell. After freeing her, Hugo reached the first threshold of the macula and gained the ability to control the plague rats. With his newfound powers, the two tried to escape but were captured by Vitalis and his men. Meanwhile, Chateau d'Ombrage became overrun by a massive swarm of rats, and Amicia and the gang did their best to hold them off. Shortly after, Amicia came face to face with Nicolas and Hugo, who had commanded the rats to attack the castle and was now brainwashed and under the control of Vitalis. As the group tried to flee, Nicolas ordered Hugo to kill Amicia, threatening to kill his mother if he didn't comply. Arthur subdued Nicolas, giving Amicia a moment to reason with her brother, who was still upset that she had kept the whereabouts of their mother a secret from him. Just as she was almost swallowed up by a swarm of rats, Amicia finally broke through to Hugo, saving him from himself. Just as this happened, Arthur was killed by Nicolas, who had come to after being knocked out earlier, but he was quickly overwhelmed by rats as Hugo finished him off.
We got the kid and the rats. We're invincible.
Roderick, he's 5 years old.
Having passed the threshold, Hugo could now bend the rats to his will, and the group decided to take the fight to Vitalis and rescue Beatrice. They snuck into the bastion together, with Roderick giving his life to get the group inside. The gang found Vitalis holed up inside a cathedral where Beatrice was being held. As they approached, he summoned thousands of white rats that were under his control to attack Amicia and Hugo. Before long, the two sides began engaging in all-out rat warfare, with Hugo sending waves of black rats at the white rats to push them back. As Vitalis descended into absolute insanity, he became one with the rats, forming massive rat towers to attack Amicia. Thankfully, the siblings overpowered the Rat Lord and saved their mother. 3 days later, the plague was gone and the rats had disappeared, but people were still wary of Hugo. So, he and Amicia fled the village together, along with their mother Beatrice and Lucas, in search of a new place to call home. We'll likely find out where the group has ended up in the upcoming sequel, A Plague Tale Requiem, which is expected to release in 2022. In the trailer, Hugo appeared to have a premonition involving thousands of rats, among other things. Do you think the plague will return? Is there a new threat the Darunes will be facing? Let us know all of your theories in the comments below, and for everything else, stick with IGN. Amicia rescued revealed that Vitalis himself. With the book in hand, Amicia and Roderick escaped the university and reunited with the group. Amicia and Lucas fled to the Darune estate in Mirage to deliver the cure. Hugo disappeared. While searching for her brother, she hit her head and had a premonition that he had fled to search for their mother, winding up in the hands of Amicia awoke to find Hugo had mysteriously disappeared. While searching for her brother, she hit her head and had a premonition that he had fled to search for their mother. Hugo! The next morning, Amicia and Hugo at Chateau d'Ombrage to deliver the cure. Hugo!
Sorry guys, alright. I was just trying to see, like, did they actually ever give him the cure? Or did they just make the cure and then... like, he was sleeping so they didn't wake him up, and then he just runs away and then gets captured. Like... right?
Just before the two were overrun by a swarm of rats, Lucas finished the elixir and they returned to Hugo at Chateau d'Ombrage to deliver the cure. Hugo! Hey! Hugo! Hugo! The next morning, Amicia awoke to find Hugo had mysteriously disappeared. While searching for her brother, she hit her head and had a premonition that he had fled to search for their mother, winding up in the hands of the Inquisition. This turned out to be true, and Hugo's blood was taken and transferred to Vitalis, although the promise of seeing his mother in return for his cooperation turned out to be a lie. Determined to find her, Hugo...
yeah, I don't ever see him, like, getting the actual cure. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. We'll move on. Okay. I think that was a good recap. That actually, like, reminded me of a few things that I completely forgot. But, that was nice to see everything condensed. Alright, let's do this. It's time. Tonight I got my watermelon oolong tea. I've already drank, like, half of it, because I was just watching that video and sipping the whole time. So I gotta use it sparingly now. But I need the caffeine. I'm, like, super groggy still. NVIDIA. I could have played this. I feel like this is on PC or coming out to PC. It's of NVIDIA. Look at this title screen. The first game also had a really, like, dark title screen. This one's, like, brighter, literally, but still got the same gloomy destruction of the rats hanging out. What are they sailing? Rat game, rat game, rat game. It is a rat game. Literal rat in the title on top of the G. Hey, terrific. How you doing? I'm glad you're doing well, man. Oh yeah, so this is usually supposed to take place in France. That's where the first game did. I don't know if they've changed they've moved so far, they've changed countries, or they're just in like another city in France. But the music and the look of things, you can kind of tell like what era it is. Almost like medieval times. I don't know how much I want to watch. Don't want to watch too much spoil, but for the beginning. Alright, man. I don't want to spoil it for you. Let's do these settings real quick. Barely visible. I'll do that. You probably will beat it quicker than me. I'm tired and I'm in no rush, man, to finish this game. I want to enjoy every second of it. Alright, real quick, let me just make sure everything looks good before I start this, because I hate it when, like, invincible mode? What? They just give you the cheats right off the rip? Subtitles, yes. What are the character's name? I do not want motion blur. I hate motion blur. It makes me nauseous. I can fight it, but I don't like playing hours and hours a game with it on. Alright. Oh yeah, let's turn this down just a smidge. I hate it when I can't hear the dialogue. Yeah, it'll teach me. Let's do it. Here we go. I like that the game always uses its title screen. Under a New Sun, Chapter 1. This game looks so much better. June 1349.
Brambles! You're going too fast for me.
Come on, Sorcerer, catch us!
Jeez, they were like running for their lives.
Exhaust our villain.
Like,
This is your tower. It's evil.
Doesn't he ever get tired? I really should get back to studying.
Lucas.
Come on, we had a long journey today. Please, Mother said to try to exhaust him.
Be brave, Sorcerer. Your fight is far from over.
Your mother's going to wonder where we are.
It's been a long road. You have the right to stretch your legs.
Yes.
I feel like this game's super loud compared to my sound alerts. Or my sound alert is super quiet. I did hear it. We have to turn it up a bit. It's down a smidge. Hey Ibra, how you been, dude? Alright. Dude, look. This game looks so much better than the first game. I want to say, like, she was maybe 15 in the last game. Now she's probably 17. And then Hugo was
Look at that.
5 years old in the first game. So he's maybe 7.
All right then.
That's just my guess. I don't actually know. R2. Been better. How are things?
You're gonna sweat like a
Oh, I'm hitting the
hog.
wrong button. I was hitting L2.
Sweating
Fucking
like a
dumb.
hog.
It's good for you.
Dude, I've been good. I've been traveling all weekend. I'm like
like your new
super
home.
tired.
Castle!
All right.
Lucas, the Perfidious is invading my castle!
Yes! And I'm going to turn you into a beetle!
Amicia, he's too powerful! We have to hide!
They're essentially his parents.
I'll count to 10. Then I'll come for you, King Hugo, and
Amicia the Amazon.
of course.
So we're playing hide and go seek from here. Oh.
Now!
Come, Amicia the Amazon. We have to find a good hiding place.
Three,
Good. Let's keep an eye on him now. Yes. We'll move if he comes.
7, 8, 9.
I don't know where to fucking hide.
I'm coming!
He's coming, he's coming.
You don't see shit.
Sophia. I, Lucas Perfidious, among the
You had fun
Perfidious,
traveling or work?
swear to make a stew out of your toes and eat it.
I went to the Michigan versus Penn State game, and so like that was like all day drinking and tailgating, and then Sunday I drove to Pittsburgh, and then watched the Steelers versus Buccaneers. Like, 'cause Ray wanted to see the Steelers play. He grew up in
You know what?
Pennsylvania.
We should hunt him too. Oh, yes.
Then his friend wanted to see Tom Brady play. And Tom Brady actually sucked ass. Like, he did not do good. And like, I don't watch a lot of football, but
Find you all the same.
don't see me, don't see me, don't see me. Get him, get him, get him.
Goodness.
You got so scared.
Fair enough. Well, I'll get back to studying now.
Lucas.
Well, if I want to become an alchemist,
But you are an alchemist.
I'm still your mother's apprentice.
All right, go and study. We'll stay a little longer.
Right. Goodbye.
Come, let's see the rest of the castle.
As you wish, good king.
So yeah, Ibra, it was very much for fun.
stayed with
I drank
us.
too much
Me
on
too. We
Saturday.
wouldn't be here if not for him.
I like literally started. I got up, showered, just chugged an energy drink at like 6:45 a.m. and then proceeded to drink like a seltzer, and then just went right to old fashioned. So like, I made a tall old fashioned. I think it was honestly like probably a triple or quadruple
Those rocks.
shot
Of course.
drink.
Just don't fall.
I never fall.
And then I had that in my red
Yes,
solo cup and walked
sure.
to the tailgate,
Thinking
which
of
was like a
climbing
mile and a
the
half.
ramparts of his great wall.
What can you see from up there?
My kingdom.
Is it prosperous?
It was, but then Lucas attacked.
I probably
Oh,
drank
yes,
that in
the
like
infamous sorcerer.
2 hours.
Oh, a river. It's the sea.
Let's patrol
hour and a
there.
half. And then, but the game wasn't for like another 3 hours. So like someone brought this
Whoa.
peach whiskey, and then mixed.
Very
We had
pretty.
Arnold Palmer iced tea. Mixed those two together, and then I had like
So,
two,
This
3
one
more of
kingdom
those.
stops.
that branch is
A
your
little
frontier.
fuzzy.
Yes.
Why not?
Look out, Demetia the Amazon. Enemy ships coming. They're going to attack us.
Stand behind the log.
No! What do we do?
Stay at the frontier and sink them before they pass.
Oh, which log? This log?
At your post, Demetia. Behind the branch.
My mighty sling is yours.
Here comes the sorcerer's army.
I see them. We'll save your land, my king.
Ooh, tutorial.
One down.
Nice. We get more like weapons in this game and like
No
new sling
foul
things.
magic will defile this kingdom.
Only good magic. Yes, the king applauds.
Let them come. I'll crush them. Many tried to invade us
But we pushed them back.
because we are the House of Daroon.
Thanks, Zebra. Who's that? Who the fuck is this?
Oh, hello.
Hello. I was passing by and I heard your sling.
Oh,
What if I
pretty
just?
loud, yes.
Oh, it won't even let me aim on him.
Can I play with you?
Yes, but who are you?
I'm Tona. I live nearby.
All right. We're Hugo and Amicia.
This is gonna be the only cheerful part of this game.
Of course I can. Great. I'm the king, and she's my captain, and we're fighting a sorcerer's army. I'll fire the cannon then.
Now let's fight!
Is he gonna do it? Yeah, let him get it. This kid sucks.
Wow. You're a big shot. Well done.
None shall pass.
I tell you!
Good. But they keep coming.
And
Like
they'll
this
keep
auto aim
sinking.
just locks
Our
on.
defenses are too
Although it is a
strong.
little wonky.
Keep firing that cannon. Yes, we're kicking their asses. Their evil asses.
This kid, I'll let him try and get that one.
You're starting to speak the devil's tongue.
Nope, he still sucks.
War. There's no place for
These look like honestly like giant pine
Going
cones.
across, Tona.
Here comes the cannonball.
Oh no, Hugo, take
Oh, they
cover.
are giant pine cones.
All right, boys. You won. They surrendered.
Surrender accepted. I should go now. I'm late for work. You work? Yes, on my father's farm with my brothers.
Are you all right?
I must go. Bye.
Good luck then.
Goodbye, Tana. She was nice.
Come along, my king. The war is over. Let's keep following this river.
You left a little abruptly.
You sung so
Interesting.
many. You're a great captain. And Tana was nice.
He was, yes.
This is probably like the only fun thing Hugo's had to do since all the chaos in his life.
I'd like to have a friend like him.
I know. But we'll settle down soon, and you'll make friends.
You're sure?
As soon as we know how you're doing.
Like, I wonder
That
if
could
we're
be
still
a long
traveling.
time.
Not this time. This time is different. I know it.
I hope so.
We'll have to climb this. You pull me up this time.
What?
Just kidding. I'll help you.
You're too heavy anyway.
Huh, how dare you?
One day I'll be able to.
Kind of wish we were there.
That castle is huge.
What do you say? Do we attack it?
All right.
Is this
I'm ready.
abandoned?
Now! Charge!
The gate is closed, Captain. What do we do?
Let me see. Huh? It's locked up tight.
They saw us coming. Here, the secret path.
Let's sneak in.
Yes, it's a good plan.
Gotta be
Ooh,
abandoned.
I feel evil around us.
It's a bit dark.
Come on, my king. They don't expect us to sneak in.
Yes.
Oh, I think the sorcerer's men are close.
Really?
Are you hurt?
No, but I want to go back now.
I agree. That's enough for today.
Yes, Amicia. There are food and clothes.
People live here.
We've broken their ceiling. Maybe they heard.
Let's just be careful for now.
You
Interesting.
smell that? It smells like a fireplace.
Yes.
That doesn't look sanitary. Can I hop that?
What?
It's all burned.
It's recent. These baskets, they're beehives.
But why are they burned?
I don't know. Let's be discreet and get out.
These people knew how to harvest. Bees? Bees. That's like not an easy thing to learn.
Where are the people? This way.
God, it was only gonna be cheerful for 5 minutes. Oh,
Amicia!
first dead body.
Hey!
What's going on?
How many of you are there?
Wait! We didn't mean to trespass. We fell here by accident. We'll leave if you show us how.
Lies.
I swear. I don't know what's happening here, but we have nothing to do with it.
Lies! You bloody thieves! I'll cut you to pieces!
Run!
Oh shit, I gotta run.
Come back here!
We need an exit! The door! No, no, no! Come! Here!
You're going nowhere!
Is there always some angry asshole that wants to kill us?
Time too many! Don't think we'll let you go!
Through here! He won't follow! Quick!
Right? You bloody thieves! Trying to steal our hard work!
Get down, quick!
I won't come back, I swear! Get it! Stop! Leave it to me!
You! No!
Dude, they all have this basket in their hoods.
Before you lot stole from us! Matthias! That's how we make sure they don't come back.
I lost two, a boy and a girl. You didn't see them?
No. No, that man on the ground's the last we got.
Well, kill them if you find them.
We must get out of here. Yes, quick. They're crazy.
Is this like a cult?
What a mess. Now what use do you have for our meat and honey, huh? You're dead.
Of course. No, they're going to kill us. No, because they won't see us.
Matthias, come! They got Grandad pretty bad.
Shit.
Grandpa?
No. Grandpa. Oh, looks bad. Dad'll be back from the market any time now. Yes. Watch over him for
Guess they fight as a family.
We have to keep going.
It's worse somehow?
It's a bloodbath.
It's worse.
Stand there whining. There may still be some of them around. Go help the others.
I don't feel well, Matthias.
I don't give a damn.
It's
You won't move.
whatever.
I'll handle it. That toolbox. It'll make a noise.
It's the last time they'll come here. I tell you.
You don't have to kill all of them, you lunatic.
Steady.
Just needed goddamn work. Is someone still hiding?
Go away. That's it, quick.
Go, 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 go,
We
go,
get
go,
back
go.
to the cart. We get away from this place. Mummy will be so angry. We just won't tell her. We'll leave as soon as we get to the cart anyway.
Where's that little shit now?
Dude, is that guy that we
This is all on you.
met earlier, that boy? Is he gonna be a part of this gang?
Quietly.
Donna! Get your damned ass over here right now! Beat the life out of you.
This is where Tonan lives. Maybe.
Oh shit, was this Tonan's?
I hope so.
Trust that this guy's not gonna.
There. On my way.
The bushes.
Let's try through here.
At least they didn't damage these ones.
Wait.
He's.
It's coming.
What the hell?
Ooh. Smart. We got a new move. Dude, so every time I see one of those guys with that like straw mask on,
Yes. We have to be more careful.
it reminds me of this video of this girl who puts like a lid pan in her hood of her hoodie over her face while she's cutting onions so her eyes don't cry.
He's probably hiding somewhere.
Like, it's not scary to me, it's just weird.
If I throw it behind him.
The hell? I've got an axe.
Oh.
I warn you. The hell?
Try this again.
Nothing to report. That's enough. Show yourself now.
Oh, come on. Fuck. Apparently he can see you no matter what.
We'll take turns until tomorrow.
Got it!
We must reach that door. I'll need to distract him.
Where's Tona?
Where could I throw this where I can pass?
That would work.
Probably hiding somewhere.
If I throw it behind him.
I feel like this is the area I'm supposed to toss it, but
Hell! I've got an axe! I warn you!
Now's our chance.
Saints protect me.
I don't know where I'm going. I don't know where I'm
Nothing
going.
here.
Anyone else?
Please tell me this is our way out.
Yes.
Go under here. It won't let me. Okay, I have to try this first.
No, they've locked it.
Maybe there's another way. There's a hole here.
Yes.
I can go and open the door from the other side.
I wish you didn't have to. Alright, but be very careful.
Don't worry.
Please don't get spotted. Come on, Hugo.
It's too heavy, but you can open it now.
Yes, well done.
Where are they? Have they found
Thanks.
I don't know. We need a way out.
Really hope Tonin wasn't a part of this.
Manage. We must leave, Hugo. They'll kill us if they catch us.
But maybe they're killing too.
Shh, quiet.
Go to the pigs? I think we'll go to the pigs.
That gate over there. Let's try it.
Stop! Please!
You were Dad's biggest mistake, but I will fix it.
Stop!
Hugo, stay behind me.
Damn it!
Who are you?
We got lost. We're leaving. Just let the boy go.
You hear that, Remy?
Are you with the thieves?
No, we just arrived. Listen, it's our fault if he was late.
You have no right to be here. Remy, you handle it, and don't
climber.
disappoint me.
But the boy,
He's the right age to learn.
you shouldn't have come.
You don't want to do this, believe me.
You talk too much.
Oh. Did you really think I was gonna win? And the macula's back. Here we go again. Got triggered. Although I'm pretty sure she was gonna die if he didn't do it. So. Is that a phoenix? Alright. A really colorful falcon, I think. With those claws. Reminds me of the phoenix from Harry Potter. Saying.
Amicia? Don't hurt me. Where are we? No! It's starting again. I need help.
It is a fucking phoenix.
Wait for me.
Ah, it is. I mean, how did I end up here on this beach with this
Where's
boat?
Amicia?
Bird.
No, don't go. Breathe. Breathe.
Keep seeing like a loading thing in the top right.
Where are you going? I need to go back. I need my sister and my mummy. Maybe he knows where they are. Yes, maybe they're through here.
Don't count on it.
What? Oh, what is this place? Amicia? Mummy? Lucas? Where are you?
It's a really lazy bird to be teleporting like 5 feet.
No. It hurts. Please. Please.
What am I walking towards? Why am I following this phoenix?
Help me.
Why is everything red like it's on fire?
Help me. Find them. Help me.
And I'm dead.
No, not that. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Stop this noise. What do you want? You're so noisy. Alright, I'm coming.
Looking pretty bad.
Is this dying? I don't want to die. It's going away.
Opening up?
It's the water. You saved me. Thank you. Can I come back here? Or with someone?
Does Hugo speak bird now? What? Finally got a glimmer of hope. What the fuck?
Look who's awake.
Did you sleep well?
I was dreaming. Where are we?
Did none of that happen?
Was it your island dream again?
Yes. I was sick, and then there was a big bird that saved me. But what happened, Amicia? At the farm?
We were playing by the river, remember? But you felt very tired all of a sudden. So I carried you back, and you fell asleep.
It's probably just a lack of salt in your blood.
But Amicia...
It's been a long trip, Hugo. We're all exhausted. But the Red City's at hand. We'll get you checked there.
You know, we're going to meet a great alchemist there. From the Order. They know the macula very well. They've been studying it for centuries.
Yet they didn't come to help us in Guyenne before we had to flee.
They didn't know the Inquisition would come after us. They are ready to welcome us now.
Let's hope they'll make up for it then.
They will. The macula's not just in Hugo's blood. It concerns everybody. And it can change everything.
What's that?
I don't know. Be careful.
Gang.
Let's see.
Dude, so I don't think that was a dream.
What's going on?
I don't know if that was like.
We're looking for a boy and a girl.
What did they do exactly?
They trespassed on a family's property. There was an argument and men were slaughtered.
It
My
happened.
brother witnessed it.
Well,
They're
that's
playing
horrible.
dumb.
I hope you find the culprits.
Oh, I do too. The boys are my nephews.
Mother, we need to leave. Now.
Yes. Sorry, we still have quite the road ahead of us.
Hello. We won't take long. The boy! It's them! Come here!
No, wait! Amicia!
I feel like they could have hit better.
Oh, don't let her get away!
Oh, I'm in tall grass, man. I'm in my element.
You're in there somewhere! Show yourself!
My sling. Oh, stay calm.
Oh, I have no weapon.
Still around. Open your eyes. Let's extend the search to the fields.
Yes, go away.
Careful, she's wicked. She might be right next to you. We got company. Search everywhere.
Oh, dude, they were lying straight to Hugo's face and then instant karma.
Hugo needs you. All right, he must have gone down the hill. Move fast, unseen. Careful, you can do it.
You saw how they devoured Matthias and Remy. How do we kill such monsters? Let's try cutting off their heads. We'll call a priest if we must.
Oh, they saw what happened because Hugo called the rats and then like devoured those bodies. So they think we're like we're witches. Oh, we kind of are. I guess we're working with a cursed child who's got a fucking power to control man-eating rats. Can I don't know if I can sneak by this guy like that. Turn around. Wish I could like sneak up on him.
I'm sure you're over there.
Nope. No, I'm
So
not.
you're pretty close.
Oh, I do have rocks.
Hide it.
How do I throw that?
It's them. They must be around. It's gotta be you. Found them.
Shit.
Don't let them get away. They went into the grass. I'll go after them.
You don't see anything. I wonder what that symbol must be melee, and then this symbol must be like
Will do.
long range, like a target. So either probably bow and arrows or spears is what that's gonna mean. Throw a rock at this fucking goat. Just walk away, man.
They're behind all of this.
We can go this way. Might die.
Yeah, I know
Aw,
you're still
damn
here.
it.
I'll find you. I'm sure you're over there. Found her! This way! No, I lost them!
Damn it, dude.
Spread out and search the area. They won't stay hidden for long.
I have to go through that path.
They must have something to do with this.
Down there, yes.
I see her!
Oh shit.
No! You'll burn everything!
What the hell?
You killed my son!
What?
No, no, no!
Oh, is that Grandpa?
Run!
Some shit.
The house!
They're just burning all the grass. Fine. Haha, karma. Oh, shitballs. Wanna grab one of those weapons, yo? Come on. Counter, hold. I have to hold it. Ooh, baby. What did I just smack him with? Was that my? That was all my fists? You can limit damage of shooting. I was just like. Die.
Hurry. They must be down that hill.
Can I just outrun them?
Intruders here!
Oh, I just got stabbed in the head. I think I need to be stealthier, but I don't want to be. I think I could just run right through it. Okay, so if you get anywhere near them and you don't hit square, okay. And I bet you I'll get overrun if I do it wrong. Shit. Oh my god. I hate it's spawning me right in the center. The first two were on me. That time was not. Fuck out of this area. They hidden. Cool. Keep going. Finally a little bit better. Not dying instantly. Couple dudes. Alright, this is how far I got last time before immediately getting speared. Turn.
They're alive. They need you.
Stupid fucking fly. Not leave me alone. Very hard to lock on. A lot of sway. think I'm hitting him with my sling. Like I put a rock in it. I think, and then like that's my killing blow is the fist to the back of the head. Dude, you better not die. Again. Bullseye.
Hugo!
He's still breathing. It's the shock.
It's over. It's all right. It's all right.
Chapter 1 complete. Chapter 2 is called Newcomers. I want to add a headshot sound point or channel point button. I don't want to take away any of the ones I already have.
I can't believe we made it.
Are the people nice here?
Nobody will attack us here, Hugo. This town is under the protection of the Count of Provence. He's a very powerful lord.
Provence.
I must say, this is beautiful.
Are you sure the alchemist is waiting for us?
Well, Magister Vaudin told me he'd prepared a house for us.
An entire house?
Yes. The Order is very old. They own houses and much, much more.
They built your mother's laboratory, and even the Chateau d'Ombrage, remember?
Yes. It's nice they give us a house.
That's because you're very important to them.
Would His Majesty allow us to enter the city by his side?
I allow.
I always forget he's still a kid. Like, they're all still kids, but Hugo is a literal child at the source of all the bad things in this country.
Is that a fair?
Go take a quick look with him.
And like, not because he did anything, he just
The
got
house is in the upper part of
dealt
town.
those cards.
It has a phoenix weather vane.
Understood.
And be very careful.
A phoenix brand.
Find anything you like?
I like everything here.
Come, there must be plenty of other things to see.
Where do we start?
Well, what do you want to see?
Everything.
We'll try.
Chicky chicky. Oh. Okay, fine. I pet the goat. Can I?
Hello, piggies.
Roasted meat! Come taste it!
Can I?
Oh, it smells so good.
Hey, come on. Try a little piece.
Go on.
Oh, yum.
I like it.
Yes, but it's not piggies, right?
Come on. Let's go see the rest.
Yes.
We've trapped this, what is this, a duck?
Amicia, why are the walls red?
That
I've
looks
heard
like a
the
goose.
earth in this region is red in some places.
That was good.
They call it the
I'm
ochres.
hungry now.
Let's keep going before you ask for more.
It's a neat little French town.
Hear ye! The Count Victor of R welcomes you all to the yearly fair of St. John. Enjoy goods from our region and beyond.
Nah,
at
it's
the
a duck.
market.
It's got a
Make
orange
deals
beak.
at our
It's a
fish
duck.
auction
It's just a really
and
white
try
duck.
your skills in a free session of a shooting game.
Ooh.
Tomorrow's event is the long-awaited
I'm good at shooting.
Cow Fair. Get ready to overbid. The Count Victor of Arles wishes you all an excellent St. John's Fair.
The closure is just a precaution. Because of the arena pigs, you know?
Oh, yes. I heard all the livestock from the whole arena is gone.
Dead sick. It stinks like hell over there.
Have you seen?
What?
The people here. They're smiling.
Is he not? He's not used to people
look up
smiling.
there. The house
That's
with the
bad.
weather vane. That's ours.
Oh, right above the market.
Yes. The view will be amazing.
Brushes and combs
That's
from
cool.
Firenze. Try them.
I want to try more things.
My lady, why not change your hairstyle?
Thank you, but I like it like this.
Oh, good for you. A woman's hair is her righteous crown.
Beautifully said.
Your hair is nice like that.
Well, thank you, sir.
Who's gonna win? Ooh. Full cut wins.
Oh, this wine.
A present for your father, maybe?
He's dead.
But he loved this wine.
Well, he was a very fine man then.
He was. Thank you.
You're just selling wine to kids. That's fine.
This
That's
is
fine.
some really beautiful furniture here.
I had a closet like that in my room. I like to hide in it.
Of course you did.
Hugo like to hide in the closet. Foreshadowing. Literally says it. I know that's not what he means, but it's what he means. That guy's passed the fuck out.
Look at the colours.
That was me
Just
Saturday
imagine
night.
the clothes you can make with this.
Flowers.
Beautiful clothes, you can be sure. Are you interested in any?
I'm interested in too many.
Hugo, where are you running?
Primroses.
Oh, you know you're a barium.
Only flowers. My mummy taught me. We kept them in a book at home.
Do you want to buy flowers then?
Thank you, but we like to pick them in the wild. It's our thing.
I understand. Enjoy.
Yes. Come, let's see the rest.
Sure.
A lot of lavender she's got there.
Fresh fish from Corsica. Caught this morning.
Dude, that probably stinks.
Every 4 crates gets you 5th for free.
I do not like the smell of
Come
fish.
play. It's free. A gift to our visitors from the Count of
Like
Arles.
uncooked fish.
What do you say, lady? You look like a winner.
She is.
What? Oh, it's a game? Yeah, I am.
All right. So how do we play this?
You get 4 shots to knock down as many cups as you can. Got it?
I'm in.
Cups? What cups? Like those little cubes?
Ready?
Like the fair back home, Amicia.
Easy.
Go!
Yes. You're great. That was close.
Go for the bottom.
Keep going.
That didn't go too well.
It's all right. You're better with the sling.
I guess I am.
Wow, that was a promising start. Not everyone gets it the first time. You just need more practice.
I think we have to get going. Thank you.
Goodbye, sir.
How am I supposed to get all of them with like 5 shots? That's impossible. Ooh, we got a guy playing with fire. Little pyro.
The finest.
Yeah.
How can you do that?
Well, his parents must be dragons.
A man-dragon.
Exactly.
I'm sure Lucas could spit fire too.
Of course. He's perfidious.
Perfidious. Need to Google that word. I have a new sword.
It's like the one we had at home.
This one's bigger and warmer.
You're looking at the best smithy in the region.
He must be sweating so much.
That's for sure.
Carpets to keep your feet warm.
Let's go see our house. It should be right up here.
Oh, we can share my room. if you
Right by the
want.
Don't
gallows.
you want your own?
I don't know.
But that way we could invite each other to our rooms.
Yes. I love this place.
Me too.
Oh, they're playing music. Oh, I can't see.
Hey, you know what? I'll put you up on my shoulders, all right?
Oh, yes, please.
Here we go. You're feeling all right up there?
Yes, I can see everything.
ain't no Beyonce,
Yes, but it's great.
pretty good. Can I leave? I'm like stuck here.
All right, young man, we should go see that house.
Oh, okay, finally. The game prompted me to leave.
Yes, Mother must be waiting for us.
I wish we could stay a bit more.
We'll come back.
He's gonna stay on my shoulders?
The people here, they don't seem to know about the bad things.
Bad things?
Everything that's happening outside.
I think they do know. They just feel safe here. You will too. Hey, I'm going to put you down for a bit. Let's pick up the pace.
Yes. I can't wait to see the house. I wonder how big it is.
I just hope they have real beds.
I hope I can see the market from my room.
A king's room, of course.
Of course.
Damn, this is a big house for us.
Someone's had a long day.
Hey, you're back. So how was it?
They've got everything.
It's true. We'll have to go back all together.
Sure. We need some fresh herbs.
Look at that. I think we can call it home.
Yes.
Yeah, like a Colosseum looking
I
thing
haven't
over
said
there.
that word in a while.
I'm glad we came.
And I think someone needs to take a nap.
I'm not tired.
Sure. Let's go see inside.
This is our door.
Ooh.
It looks quiet.
And it's less hot here.
It's nice.
Ready to come inside?
Oh,
Yes,
so we're in like
lead the
this
way.
section of the house. I think.
We're home, Hugo. Our new home. Let's take a look around.
I have a feeling we're not
Yes.
gonna be able to stay here.
All right. We'll do that later. Mother, where's Hugo's room? He's exhausted.
Upstairs. The bed is ready.
Thanks. Come on, you sleepy beast.
You must come, Amicia.
Come where?
The island. You'll be healed there too.
Healed? Well, that would be nice, I'm sure.
It will be.
You're thinking too much. Sometimes it's better just to trust your feelings.
I'm trying, but I get stuck in the logic of it.
Substances obey natural law. The macula does too. You don't need logic, Lucas. You just need to be human.
Maybe I'm just not very good at being human.
You are. This is why you have doubts.
Amicia! Amicia!
What the fuck?
He had a nightmare. The macula.
It's the shock. What happened today must have woken it.
We had 6 months of respite after he passed the second threshold. But the balance of his blood is very delicate. Amicia, go with Lucas. Magister Verdun is somewhere in this town. Find him and tell him to come quickly.
I really hope that like rats don't come here because he's here.
Amicia?
He's gonna destroy this town.
We'll be careful. It's because of those farmers. I should never.
It's not your fault.
How can you be so sure?
You can't control what happens in his blood. The macula keeps evolving, pushing the carrier through different thresholds.
Will this Magister Vodun really help?
The Order has been studying the macula for centuries. If they can't, I don't know who can.
Lord, protect him.
They're our only hope.
Why hasn't Vaudin shown up already?
I think he's just being discreet. The Order works like this.
Someone must know about him. Let's ask around.
So, like, is this city where the order began? Founded or just
Here, a town guard.
headquarters?
I'll ask him.
I feel like they said it earlier and I just completely.
Hello? Excuse me. Would you know the whereabouts of Magister Vaudin?
I've heard of a Sir Vaudin, not a Magister. Try the marketplace. There's a couple of florists there. I think they deal with him from time to time.
Thank you.
Sit down here. I don't like this music. A little scary.
Good. That's a start.
I should have known.
Fighting
Of
time.
course he doesn't go by his Order's title publicly.
We came by the florist earlier. It's somewhere around this marketplace. Hello again.
Oh, it's you. Looking for flowers for the little one?
Actually, I'm looking for Sir Vaudin. I believe he's one of your clients.
He's my husband's client. He's the one who deals in medicinal herbs.
Oh.
But Martin should be right by the fountain. Just tell him I sent you. He's wearing a brown tunic.
Brown tunic. Thank you for your help.
Let's hope he tells us.
He will.
I don't remember where the fountain was. Fountain.
Excuse me, sir. Your wife sent us?
This is
Now,
the
what
fountain?
does she want now? I'm busy cleaning this mess.
It's not for her. We must find Sir Vaudin.
Him? Well, he doesn't like to be bothered. Just like me.
Listen, my brother is very sick. We need him immediately.
All right. I don't know precisely where, but I think he lives close to the arena, down there.
Oh, we're going
Don't
to the arena?
tell him I sent you.
Don't worry. Thank you.
Right, let's not waste time. The arena district.
That's a lot of houses.
How are we going to find him?
There's mischief in the air. I can feel it. Yes.
That's bad. Even the people here are noticing.
It's a slum. The Order's not poor, so what would a Magister be doing here?
Probably hiding?
Probably.
Amicia, that symbol on the wall.
The Order?
Yes, he's in here.
No one gets in. The arena is off limits.
Why is that?
Because the Count of Provence said so. Get going, please.
Listen, I really need to pass.
It's all right. Come. We'll go around the arena.
Should have just killed them.
Now's not the time to argue with soldiers. Let's look around.
You're right. Sorry.
There's a door up there.
Yes.
Hey, it's an ass.
So,
Anyway,
ready to break the law?
Yeah.
Come on.
Already murdered people, it's fine.
Is it?
The bite, yes. They've locked the arena down. They let them die here.
It's starting all over again.
Not starting, spreading. Hugo, we brought it here.
Oh, shit.
Let's find
Do it.
Magister Vaudin. If he's not dead already.
Great. They brought it
can't
to the
believe they
one.
left him to rot
They need to,
here.
like, move
These
Hugo
people are
out of here.
poor.
They must be from the slum outside.
Take them. Like,
How come nobody noticed their disappearance?
Maybe nobody cares.
Maybe.
Here, another symbol.
Well, let's get in then. You think the symbols will lead to him?
Yes. Look, an opening up there.
There must be a way to climb up. This could help.
I'll give you a hand.
If Vaudin's here, he's in trouble.
He knows the bite. He must be avoiding the sick.
Lucas, if all these people here were bitten, it means
Maybe not. A sick person could have brought it inside the city.
That's what you think. But is it true? No.
Please, no!
People, shh, what now?
Where is he? Talk! I don't know him! I swear!
You piece of not good. He has a helmet. I can't do anything. What do we do? Let's just pass. Not a sound.
You're alone, and I have all the time in the world. Just talk to me.
That brute is not a soldier, but he's dressed this way.
Not a single coin.
How many are there?
Man, if I find him, I could ask for a reward.
Amicia, he'll see us. I'll make him move.
Thank that bastard Count for letting you die alone. Well, get a hold of yourself.
That's it. Go away.
What's making so much noise?
The mechanics are very simple. I don't think we've nearly gone far enough to get new mechanics yet.
And the boss appears.
Soothsayer after your doctor. They think he's a doctor. Oh, just a look.
Get it together.
Like, don't go forward. Gonna- Just gonna sneak on by casually. I can't believe that it worked.
Oh, it stinks. What the hell?
Ew, is this like... Oh god, it's like all the bodies.
I'm going to be sick.
No.
You imagine?
Please, no.
Up there. Looks like it leads back inside.
Alright, we
Find
just
something to
got
get back.
here. We didn't fucking do this. I take that
There's
back.
some sort of half-cart here.
Hugo did
but it's
not
high
do
enough.
this.
I think
Like-
they were moving the bodies with it.
We've been here for like a solid 30 minutes. There's no way this has all been done. What do I do? Are these bodies just hanging?
Oh, that cage up there looks the right size.
Ugh. It's full of bodies.
Oh. Let's push it.
It's a massacre.
We brought it here. We condemned them.
Did
It's
we?
still going on in Grienne. It's already spreading.
Yes,
we're supposed
but
to put it?
they would have seen it coming.
No, we gotta push it
Wouldn't have
all the way
changed a
down here.
thing.
Like, she's saying, I feel like we started it when we got attacked at the castle, but we did not bring it here. I think it just spread here by, like, it being the closest town to Hugo when it started, but yeah, there's no way that these bodies have been decaying for 30 minutes and, like, we just got here. A little bit of the benefit of the doubt. Go against the wall.
Let's go, quick.
There's so many dead already. Like it's one step ahead of us.
But like, also the event only happened one day ago. These bodies wouldn't be. There's no way. It was inevitable.
Look, I think they were keeping count of the dead.
They left a knife. It's stuck.
I think that's gotta be like a week of decay.
keep going. Through there.
You don't use blades against people.
I did. I had no choice. A blade is silent and quick. It's what we need now.
All right.
Also, like, my slingshot is creating a hole in their brain. I'm pretty sure killing them's not an issue. Knife is just better situations. Or also, like, light people on fire and, like, put the rats on them, which is just as much of a weapon.
If people fell ill, it means some must have been bitten.
I've seen no signs of attack.
Not yet. Anyway, let's go.
Soldiers turn bad. That doesn't sound good.
Crow! Anybody want some roasted bird?
Archer, up there.
Shit.
I think I saw something. I need to make sure.
They'll find us.
What's that? Well, no one's here.
Guys just shooting at dead body.
Intruders!
Fuck.
Oh no!
Intruders here! Stop!
We're just gonna run. Oh no! Okay. I should not hop up there. I don't know how I'm supposed to take out these people when they got helmets on. Maybe that's not the path.
That doesn't sound good.
Hey! Crows! Anybody want some roasted bird?
Archer, up there.
Oh, he's shooting at the bird?
Your dead body, you idiot! Oh, come on! I moved right when I shot! Stop playing and keep your eyes open. Or you'll be explaining to Arno why we're empty-handed when he arrives.
How am I supposed to move with that archer?
Must have imagined it.
I feel like I could go either way.
One less nuisance. Careful. If they know we're here, we have to move forward.
Sneaky. Oh, fuck. They both saw me at the same time. He does it. Oh my god, he can see me through the crack in the wall there. Turn around.
Some real doctor we should get, not an alchemist. The blood was one thing, but power wounds. Could be over there.
A lot of different paths you can take to get through. I could take out that. Oh, glad the wood didn't stop it. Shit, 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 shit.
I'll find a thing here. Must have been nothing.
Going fast. Going. That was a risky move going for that archer. The guy's got a helmet. Oh.
That's gotta be you.
Oh no.
Easy to find you now.
Stay away.
away, Lucas!
Don't worry, I'll still find you.
I think I gotta go back out there. That door, maybe?
Maybe they've gone over there instead.
Be quick, 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 quick. Go, 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 go.
Yes, we made it.
But I'm weary of the thieves, murderers, mercenaries, all the bloody scum that keeps getting in our way.
Chaos rules our lives. They're part of it. And you're getting better at handling them. I see it. You didn't leave much alive back there.
Yes, that's probably why we're still alive to talk about it.
Nice. So, like, I don't know how to unlock these. But I guess I might just do it as the game progresses. Like, there's
You
no
smell
points,
that?
it's just...
Dead bodies. What is this place? A hospital.
This is a hospital?
No wonder they all fell ill. I can't get used to it.
You don't have to.
Bad. Like, these bodies had to have been decaying for like a solid week. This has been happening.
Please tell me this is it. Oh, Lord. It's a whole city.
The symbol. He's in that tower. He has to be.
Has to. Lucas, crossing this mess won't be easy or quick.
It's the order. A High Magister would just live in a high tower, no?
Let's just get there.
So, like, we're within walls of the walled city. Like, no one knows about this shit outside of it? All of these people dead because they're poor and, like, no one gives a fuck in the city. Or no one knows. I don't know.
You sure about this?
Well, it's the only way.
It's like over 1,000 people, like, quarter of a mile from them. Ooh, that's really cool. Plan immediately fails.
Can you stand up?
Trying to.
Please don't hurt me!
Calm down. We're not with those men. You live here?
Yes.
Why? Why do you live here? What?
What is that? They're here.
Don't drop the torch. As long as you have it, they can't hurt you.
What do they want with me?
Come to us. We have to go back up. The sun will protect us.
Calm down. Receive the light. All right.
Just don't fall. Just don't fall.
Where do they come from? There's more coming.
A lot more. Keep moving.
There's too many. Don't stop.
Ignore them. Keep moving.
Yes.
Keep fucking moving. Oh, he fucked. They're all fucked. I don't like this change in point of view.
We're done. No. We've got light. We're safe for now. We're safe. We're safe. Calm down.
Keep hold of me. You think we can get out?
Dude, they've been through this before. Why would I drop it? We've been through this before, and she's still terrified. Like, you can't get used to this.
There are millions of them.
This is fucking horrifying, yeah.
How can there be so many already?
Hugo, they're here for him.
They were just hibernating, man. They were just regrouping, reproducing. And they're back.
That will hold.
Look, they're climbing.
What? How?
This is so bad.
We get to that tower, get Voda, bring him back to Hugo and leave.
My materials. I lost all of it in the fall.
We'll do without.
Yes. Please don't drop that torch.
Wasn't fucking planning on it, Lucas.
I think we can climb that wall, but I'll need my hands free. No choice.
I can't believe we're leaving the torch behind.
We don't have a choice, bro.
Nasty filth.
What do we do?
Let's use a stick.
It'll burn fast.
We'll keep a straight line.
Yes, very straight.
Lucas, when night comes.
Yes. Nothing will stop me from getting out.
Wait, so these rats haven't gone up to the top, but they will tonight all of a sudden?
We really must get to higher ground.
Fire's doing all right. For now.
Maybe this has all been in one day. Oh my god, I don't know. It seems impossible for this to happen in one night.
One brazier at a time.
We can make it. We're making it.
There's a ladder.
Throw an object while carrying it. Oh, I got you. Got you.
That brazier up there.
Yes, I can use it.
What brazier? Oh, that's...
The light doesn't reach the ladder.
The lock on that chain looks weak.
I see it.
Yes. Well done.
Let's go, quick.
I'm surprised that worked. Okay. Lucky.
Higher ground. That's better.
They can climb.
Need to take a breath.
Breathe fast. I don't know how long it's going to last.
I need to take a breath. Breathe fast. Thank you, Misia. That's wise fucking words.
Really? A beam?
It's the only way. Right. Steady.
Wow.
Lucas
All right,
is fucking tired
Just
of the
don't
luck.
rush. Lucas! Are you alright?
No, I'm surrounded.
He's like, I also fucking
Get to
knew
high
it.
ground, quick!
Going this way.
I need help. They're coming after me.
Stay calm. You're fine for now.
For now.
I won't let you down. You know it.
Oh, I got that at the last second.
Good. That will do.
I gotta get him back.
I'm on it.
Think I need to throw it, maybe?
There you go.
Thank you. I'll try to join you. I'll need a stick to get across. All right.
Nice. Teamwork.
Be fast, be brave, and don't fall this time.
You can do it. Don't panic.
Too late for that.
And take that.
That was horrible. Thank you.
Please stop giving me cold sweats. Let's keep going. We're getting closer to sunlight.
Maybe we'll get out closer to that tower. I I can't wait to hear Maester Vaudin's plan about this.
It better be a damn good plan.
Probably dead. Oh man.
Oh no!
We're going down again?
We are.
It's a joke.
No. And Hugo's condition gets worse with every second we spend here.
Your mother was with him. He should be fine.
I mean, she can't do shit about this either.
No rats?
No, but they were here not long ago.
Oh god.
Look at these bodies.
Fresh.
They're close. Careful.
So like, all these people died from a plague, right? And then the rats come and then just eat them?
What is that?
Rails in the walls. It looks like an elevator. It could be a way out.
Lucas, what is that thing?
I read about this. It's an elephant. From Africa. Romans used them during circus games.
It's enormous. Look at its teeth.
This is surreal.
Yes. There's enough bones around. Let's get out of here.
She doesn't know those are tusks.
That smell.
I know it. It's sulfur. It's a smithy. A crank.
Let's see what it does. I'm going to need you.
Sure. Wow.
Oh no. Do you hear that?
Oh no. Please, no.
Look how many there are! We're stuck, Lucas!
No,
We're doing this.
Look at the platform. The brazier. It looks big enough to light the whole room.
How do we set it on fire?
I don't know. Saltpeter, sulfur, alcohol, whatever we can find.
Fine. These rooms are open now. Maybe we'll find something. Meat stock.
We need a preservative agent, like alcohol. Maybe in that chest.
All right. Let's try to keep these rats occupied first.
Don't fall.
Thank you, Lucas.
Give them the meat.
But it won't be enough.
They'll like this.
It looks safe.
Good. Let's get to that chest.
Almost hopped down a little
They
too
still look
early.
Like they haven't eaten in a million years. So, what's in it?
Alcohol bottles.
Yes, that's good. Very good. Come back. All right. We need a second element. Then we'll craft an ignifer. Remember?
Jennifer, oh yeah.
I forgot about this. Let's check that other room. That's sulfur, right?
Yes. Some spilled on these planks. The chest up there might contain more. Fresh sulfur would be perfect.
Let's get up there. A crank. There's an elevator.
You're doing all right?
Having the time of my life.
You should be able to like boost me or me and him, vice versa.
Of course. It won't stay.
Can I help?
Good idea. Lucas, that's your job.
Naturally. Holding.
We're losing time.
I feel like this should be able to like right off. For real? Fine. Bullshit.
On your go.
You can stop now.
Of course.
We need to move faster. I'm worried about Hugo.
The tower's not that far. As soon as we find Vaudin, he'll...
We don't even know if he's in there. And with the rats. And those mercenaries.
Hey! One thing at a time.
Yes. Good.
So, found anything?
You were right. It's sulfur.
Yes! Now that is very good news.
Finally, something
Good.
good happening.
We have sulfur and alcohol. It's one of the best bases for an ignifer. Highly reactive. Mix them together.
Ignifer. I love that thing.
It's a lifesaver.
Done.
Shoot it at those embers with your sling and, well, hope that it works. Wow.
What the hell?
That was highly reactive indeed.
Thanks, Lucas. That ignifer will be more than useful. Now, let's try to get that platform down.
I think I've seen other cranks around.
We'll have a look.
There are our cranks. Up there, under the arches.
Yes. Let's try. What now?
Cages. They had other beasts in there.
Whatever. Let's light this place up.
Other animals? Shoot, the rats even ate the animals.
There are still rats left.
That clay pot you have, it could concentrate the effect of an ignifer and release it on impact. Go on, try.
Let's hope it works. Now!
Yes, move.
It's done. Huh, that was a great idea.
Pretty easy. You just need a pot.
Fuck up here.
All right, let's move this beast.
One more crank after this.
Ah, that thing is too heavy.
That's what the crank on the other side is for. You need 2 people.
All right, you stay there. I'll go man that other one.
I'll wait for your go.
So many jars. Probably wine for the spectators of the arena. Some things never change. I'll bring help, Hugo. I'll find this Voda. But you have to hold on. I'm doing my best.
That down. Good. Gotta be something else. Might just have to use a pot. Can't speak. Am I gonna dive her into that?
To the crank now. Time to get that lift down and get the hell out of here. All right, Lucas. I'm there.
I'm waiting for your go.
It's working.
I can't believe it.
Thank the Lord.
Oh yeah, but how are they gonna get on if they both have to hold this? A lock?
This is it.
On your word.
Go.
You hear that? That might be the brake breaking.
Let's get to the lift. Quick.
Run.
Whoa.
Steady.
How did we do this?
With exceptional skills and resilience.
It's starting again. Do you realize what that means?
I do. But we've been through this before.
You saw how they charged us? The way they move? They're faster, more agile, more intelligent.
But we made it.
Barely.
Let's find Magister Verdun. With the Order by our side, we won't have to face this alone anymore.
I really hope that you're right.
It's almost sunset. We're fucked.
Please tell me we didn't stray from it.
Oh, there's a
Yes,
tower.
the tower.
We got a bit closer now.
A bit, but I'll take that. I see no sign of those mercenaries.
Let's hope it doesn't mean they found him.
Let's just hurry.
This place actually seems pretty nice.
Before the bite, yes.
A vegetable garden. Oh, look at that. Amicia, you should come see this. I think you'll like it.
Hey, what are you doing here?
Whoever planted it won't see it grow.
Hugo will love it. I'll keep it there.
What is
like
it?
Before.
It suits you.
Well, thank you.
Arrowhead.
Let's keep going.
Chest. What's back here?
I wonder how the Count of Provence hopes to deal with this mess.
People seem to think he doesn't care much. His army rules for him.
Which doesn't prevent those mercenaries from wandering around.
And we thought the place was safe.
I have too many knives. Now where? Huh. This was extra? Yeah, I wasn't supposed to come up here. Oh, it was extra.
We're getting really close to the tower. One last push. This thing is big. He has to be in there.
It looks like the safest place anyway.
If the Order still has that power, maybe they could save Hugo.
Why do I send me?
No.
So, we wait until Arno arrives to get him out. Tell your men to stand ready to storm the tower.
Didn't you hear? We have men missing. Something is going on here. Let's go get the alchemist and leave this bloody place.
We wait for Arno. It's an order.
All right, you're cool.
He really is in the tower, and they'll storm it soon. Lucas, this is our last time to save Hugo.
Yes, we must get Magister Vaudin out before their chief arrives.
Come on.
One in that house. This guy's probably in this house. People above me. To turn around, boy.
It's just me imagining things.
I got this already. Hey, Pumpy. Pumpy Melons, what's up?
Come on, come on.
There he is. I wonder if I could just stealthily take him out.
No time to waste.
I would waste a knife doing that? How are you doing? Plumpy? How are you? Every time I want to say your name, I just want to giggle a little bit. I can't say it with a straight face.
Wait a second.
Get out of the way.
Oh no, he's been killed!
He's been
Dead.
killed.
The killer's around.
No, I'm not. Don't come over here. Go. Hikaru. Played a little bit of Overwatch 2. Oh, I feel like everyone's gonna be sweaty at that game. Everyone's playing it like crazy.
Run! Run! Rats! They're coming! What?
I'm gonna stand by the fire?
Wait for the light! Fine, what the hell are we supposed to do now? We wait for reinforcements! Hold the place! Hold it! Arno will know what to do! We'll never make it here with them around!
Oh, I have no idea where I'm going, you guys. Like, no fucking clue right now.
Alright, must be hallucinating.
Archer. I'm a little exhausted and hungry, dude. I'm actually really hungry right now too. Like I am starving right now. My stomach keeps growling and I'm like, no, no, no. I need to play this video game. Good night. Okay, how can I light this? Take that.
I'm sure you're over there. We have to hide.
You don't see me.
Yeah, I know you're still here. I'll find you.
You did. Alright, I gotta light that one. Can I get through there without dying? Run, run. Yeah, okay, whew, we're good. It's super sick, quick. There's too much going on my screen. It's hard to keep track of sometimes. I feel like they, like with this new season, they added a lot of stuff. It's like, yeah, there's too much to keep track of. Like, good and bad, you know? They need to have a good balance. Maybe they'll tone it down after a few updates or something. Are we doing some takeout soon? I like got takeout earlier, so I'm eating that as leftovers. You read my mind.
Still slowing us down. We're almost there. Almost.
Using all of my ammo. I got like noodles for takeout, like a bunch of Chinese noodles, different kinds. I don't know how I'm supposed to get through this little spot. I think that door might have been the answer back there. I can try it. You rats, fuck off. Oh, I got a stick. I got a stick. Go to this door. Nice. what gamers do when you work for too long. You can't
We're
make it time
here.
to cook. We're eating out. Yes, we are.
I think we're safe now. You did great. What's wrong? Vodan is somewhere in here.
The rats
We
fuck
did
off
it.
and then come back greater. Yep.
Those
Amicia
last
realizes
months
that
on the
terrific.
road,
Like, fuck this shit. I'm
after
too
all
old
that
for
happened
this.
in Guyenne, Hugo was always worried that it would start all over again. But everything was so nice and quiet, and so I told him that maybe it was over, that the worst was behind.
We all hoped it was.
But what are we gonna tell him now? That the rats are back?
Guess
That
who's
the bite
back?
has killed hundreds? And this new home that he likes is already dying. I'm not ready for this.
No one could be ready for this. But soon we won't be alone in it anymore. We'll have the best alchemists by our side. Good?
I think we always find the alchemists on their deathbed. What happened last
Now
time?
look. A real order lodge.
Let's get this Magister Vodan to Hugo.
I mean, if anyone could get him safely there, it's us.
That's an
Only we
entrance
can
hall.
do it and find him.
How do we get upstairs?
I see no door. These sorts of iron bells. Look, they bear planet symbols. And here, the sun sits in their center. The order of the planets is not right.
How does the whole thing work?
It's a puzzle. We need to fix
There
this.
are locks for a key under each bell. It's one big mechanism.
But we don't have a key, so...
I think the key makes each bell pivot. But your sling may do the trick.
What?
Let's try from the left.
All right.
From left to right, the correct order is Jupiter, Mars, the Sun, Venus, and Mercury.
Jupiter,
Jupiter's symbol
Mars.
looks like a Z, like for Zeus.
Okay. Okay, let's try this. I don't know what it's supposed to look like.
That's it. Jupiter.
Okay.
What's next?
To Jupiter's right is Mars.
Mars, that's it.
Venus is the first to the right of the Sun. It's shaped like a
I'm
necklace.
looking forward to this takeout actually a lot. Alright, I got like ramen from it earlier. I ate that. I got some Malaysian noodles to eat next.
God of commerce. He carries a staff with two snakes into
And done. That's all of them, I think.
Yes. Oh look, that wall's a door. It's so archaic.
Good work.
Arcade.
Let's go find this Magister.
Pretty dope. Okay, he's still alive. That's good.
Magister Vodan, I'm Amicia de Rune.
The daughter. That explains why those brutes downstairs are so quiet. The Order was quite impressed by the way you put down the Inquisition in Guyenne.
Well, I didn't have a choice.
Not a choice. A calling. That of a carrier's protector.
A what?
A protector. Your function among the Order.
Wait, I'm not.
And you are?
I'm Lucas. I'm an alchemist too.
An apprentice. Does your Magister know you entitle yourself?
Who cares?
He helped
The
save the
Macula's woken
world,
up
sir.
again. My brother needs your help, and the rats are already there.
Control your flame, Protector. Others are burned in it. Take my bag.
You have
Let's go see
fucking
that
mule
carrier.
now? I don't like this guy. He could fuck off. Amount of stuff we just had to go through just to get to him.
Magister Vodan,
Where is he?
upstairs.
Rude.
How are you doing?
I'm scared.
Hugo, This is Magister Vaudin.
Hello.
We should start immediately. I will need silence.
Mother. I'll handle it.
I don't know how many chapters are in this game. We're on to 3. A Burden of Blood.
Lucas, come, right now.
Coming!
I heard Hugo cry. What's going on?
He didn't react well. He's having a seizure.
Oh,
What?
shit.
Mother, you must stop this. We don't know this man.
Amicia, this sort of thing was always likely. And this man is an exalted member of the most ancient college of alchemists that exists. The Order knows the macula. Hugo is not alone. I'm here. We need Nightshade as soon as possible to calm the tremors. There is a herbalist in the outskirts of the city. It's at the other end of the Butcher's District, at the edge of the forest. You'll see.
Of course.
I'm coming. I feel useless here anyway.
Dude, Amicia kind of reminds me of the girl from Star Wars. Rey is her name?
Oh, Rain. We have a long way to go. Let's not waste time.
Palpatine's kid? I don't know if it's her voice or her face or both,
I know
but
you're worried, but you should
this
give
reminds me
Magister
of her.
Vaudin some time.
Time? To do what?
Maybe it's the
Make
braid.
Hugo feel even worse.
He's conducting tests, but he knows what he's doing. He's the most competent in his domain.
Oh, enough of that. He's been treating my brother like an animal.
Dude, Amicia needs to calm the fuck down.
We need another solution. Like this island Hugo dreams of.
A dream. What can we do with a dream, Amicia?
Just keep caring about him, please.
I care, but it's not enough anymore.
Everybody's gone.
The rats are coming.
I think it's through here.
I can't believe they blocked the way to the arena.
What's happened down there?
All right.
Don't know.
Dude,
I'll get
no
you
one
over
knows
there.
what happened down there.
Stinks.
Well, that means we're on the right path. There it is. All right. You ready?
Yes, let's go.
This is the first game in a while that's had loading screens. I'm just realizing, I feel like the last 5 games I played have never had a loading screen in it.
Rotten flesh.
It's kind of amazing.
Yes, it's the butcher's
Weird to
district.
have it now.
It's the shortest way to the herbalist.
Herbalist. Hey, here's a debate. You say the H in herb, or do you like ignore it? Hey, Jopo.
Looks tasty for sure.
It's good to see you, man.
There's the city gate.
We're not there yet.